You know that free shipping button you just clicked? Yeah, that wasn't free, not even close. And what's wild is that you probably paid way more than the actual shipping cost. Let me show you exactly how much that free delivery just cost you. Look, I get it. We all love free shipping. It feels good. It feels like we're winning. But here's the thing, there's a massive game being played behind the scenes, and most people have no idea they're even part of it. Today, I'm breaking down the real economics of free shipping, and trust me, once you see how this actually works, you'll never look at that green free shipping badge the same way again. So let's start with a simple question. If shipping costs money, and it definitely does, where does that money come from when a company offers free shipping? Because here's what we know for sure. UPS isn't doing this out of the goodness of their heart. FedEx isn't running a charity. The Postal Service still needs to get paid. Warehouses still cost money. Packaging still costs money. Labor still costs money. The average cost to ship a single item in the United States is somewhere between $8 to $12. That's for a standard package, nothing crazy. So when you order something online and see that beautiful free shipping offer, someone is eating that cost. The question is who? And the answer might actually make you a little angry. Because what most companies figured out a long time ago is that we hate paying for shipping. Like, we really hate it. There have been studies on this. One study found that 56% of online shoppers will abandon their cart if they see unexpected shipping costs at checkout. Another study showed that people would rather pay more for a product if it means they get free shipping than pay less for the product and then pay separately for shipping. Let me give you a real example. Researchers tested this with two groups of people. Group A could buy a product for $25 with $5 shipping. Group B could buy the same product for $30 with free shipping. Even though both options cost exactly $30 total, Group B had a 73% higher conversion rate. Same price, same product, different words. That's when businesses realized something huge. Free shipping isn't a cost, it's marketing. And once you understand that, everything changes. So how does this actually work? How do companies offer free shipping without going bankrupt? Well, there are basically four main strategies, and they're all happening right now, probably with the last thing you ordered online. Strategy number one is the simplest. They just raise the base price. This is the most common approach, and it's exactly what it sounds like. A company looks at their average shipping cost, let's say it's $10, and they just add $10 to every product price. Maybe they spread it out a bit so it's not super obvious, but the math is simple. You're paying for shipping. It's just hidden in the product price. There's a company that sells minimalist wallets online. A few years ago, they charged $49 for their wallet plus $7 shipping, total cost of $56. Then they switched to free shipping and changed their wallet price to $58. People bought way more wallets. Same product, higher price. But that free shipping label made all the difference. And here's the crazy part. Even when people know this is happening, even when they understand that free shipping just means the shipping cost is baked into the product price, they still prefer it. It's not even about the money at that point. It's psychological. We just hate seeing shipping as a separate line item. Strategy number two is the threshold model. You've definitely seen this one. Free shipping on orders over $50 or whatever the number is. This is actually genius from a business perspective because it does two things at once. First, it gets you to spend more money. Let's say your cart is at $42 and you need $50 for free shipping. You're probably going to find an $8 item to add, right? Because paying $8 for something feels better than paying $6 for shipping and getting nothing. The company just increased their average order value by $8, and you felt smart doing it. Second, it helps them manage their margins because here's the thing, if someone's ordering $50 worth of stuff, the company probably has enough margin in that sale to absorb the shipping cost. The product margins cover it. But if someone's just ordering one $15 item, eating the shipping cost might actually lose them money on that sale. Amazon basically perfected this model with Prime. They figured out that if they could get people to pay a yearly fee, they could offer free shipping on everything and still make money. Because of how the psychology works, people with Prime memberships spend way more on Amazon than people without. Why? Because once you've paid for the membership, every purchase feels like you're getting free shipping. So you might as well use it. Amazon's not losing money on this, they're printing it. Strategy number 3 is slower shipping. When you see free shipping, look at the delivery time. It's probably not 2 days, it's probably 5 to 7 days, maybe more. This matters because shipping speed is expensive. Getting something across the country in 2 days costs a lot more than getting it there in a week. So companies partner with slower, cheaper carriers for their free shipping options. Or they wait to batch shipments together. Or they use the cheapest possible delivery method. They're still paying for shipping, but they're paying way less than if they were using premium fast services. And most customers are fine with this because, again, it's free. But then here's where it gets interesting. Many of these same companies will offer expedited shipping as an upgrade. So you can get free shipping in 7 days, or you can pay $15 for 2-day shipping. And some people will pay that $15, which is pure profit for the company because the actual cost difference between 7-day and 2-day shipping might only be $5 or $6. Strategy number 4, and this is the one that really shows how deep this goes, is data and lifetime value. Some companies will actually lose money on shipping for your first order because they know something you don't. They know that if they can get you to complete that first purchase, there's a percentage chance you will become a repeat customer. And repeat customers are worth way more than the shipping cost they're eating on your first order. There's an online clothing brand that offers free shipping and free returns, no minimum purchase, no questions asked. Sounds crazy, right? Shipping costs them money both ways, but their data shows that customers who make that first purchase have a 37% chance of buying again within 6 months. And those repeat customers have an average lifetime value of $340. So if it costs them $20 in shipping to acquire a customer who's going to spend $340 over time, that's a great deal. They're not thinking about the individual transaction. They're thinking about the customer relationship. The shipping cost is acquisition cost, just like advertising. And when you look at it that way, free shipping isn't an expense, it's an investment. But here's where this gets really interesting and kind of dark, if we're being honest. All of this free shipping has changed how the entire supply chain works, and not necessarily in a good way. The pressure to offer free shipping has forced companies to optimize everything down to the penny. Warehouses have become more automated, but also more intense places to work. Delivery drivers are under more pressure to hit impossible quotas. Packaging has gotten cheaper, which means more plastic, more waste, more environmental impact. And small businesses, the ones that can't absorb shipping costs like Amazon can, they're getting squeezed out. There's also something economists call the rebound effect happening here. Because shipping feels free, people order more stuff, they order smaller quantities more often. Instead of batching their purchases, every individual item might be more efficient to ship than it used to be, but we're shipping so much more total volume that the overall impact is actually worse. One study estimated that free shipping has increased the total number of shipments in the US by about 18% over the past decade. That's billions of extra packages moving around the country, more trucks on the road, more planes in the air, more emissions, more fuel, all because we don't like seeing shipping as a separate charge. And then there's the returns problem. Free shipping usually comes with free returns, which sounds great until you realize what actually happens to a lot of returned items. Many companies have figured out that it's actually cheaper to throw away returned products than to process them back into inventory. So perfectly good items end up in landfills because the economics of free shipping and free returns made that the rational business decision. There are warehouses where returned items get sorted into 3 categories: resellable, liquidation, or trash. And the trash category is bigger than you'd think. Some estimates say up to 25% of returns end up being destroyed. Free shipping made that possible. But here's the thing that really blows my mind about all of this. We know free shipping isn't free. Like, logically, we all understand that, but it works anyway. Even when you explain the psychology, even when you break down the economics, even when people fully understand they're paying for shipping through higher product prices, they still prefer free shipping. I tested this myself. I was shopping for a coffee maker online and found the exact same model on 2 different websites. One site had it for $89 with free shipping, the other site had it for $79 with $8 shipping. Same total cost, $97 versus $87. The second option was literally $10 cheaper, and I still almost bought from the free shipping site. I caught myself doing it. That's how powerful this is. The reality is that free shipping has become table stakes for e-commerce. If you're selling online and you don't offer it, you're at a massive disadvantage. Amazon trained us to expect it. Now everyone has to offer it just to compete. It's not really a choice anymore for most businesses. And that means we're all stuck in this system where shipping costs are hidden in product prices, where we probably all pay more on average than we would if we just paid for actual shipping costs directly, but where the psychology is so strong that there's no going back. So what's the actual cost of free shipping? Well, if we're talking about money, you're probably paying anywhere from 10 to 30% more for products than you would if shipping was charged separately. The exact number depends on what you're buying and where you're buying it from, but that's the general range based on industry data. But the real cost is bigger than that. It's the environmental impact of billions of extra shipments. It's the pressure on workers throughout the supply chain. It's the waste from increased returns. It's small businesses struggling to compete with giants who can absorb shipping costs. It's an entire economic model that's been warped around our psychological preference for seeing one number instead of 2. Does this mean you should feel bad about using free shipping? No, not really. You're just responding to the incentives that have been put in front of you. We all are. But it's worth understanding what's actually happening. When you click that free shipping button, you're participating in a complex economic system that's changed retail, logistics, and consumer behavior in ways that most people never think about. The next time you're shopping online and you see free shipping, just remember, someone's paying for that. Usually you. You're just paying for it in a way that feels better. And honestly, that might be the most expensive kind of cost there is, the one you don't even notice you're paying. Subscribe if this changed how you see online shopping.